we want to know, who is Eric Wu? So can you tell
Okay,
us a little?
that's a formal setting. Okay, we'll
Well,
make this very casual then.
right on. Can you tell us what is your specific ethnic background?
So my parents are Taiwanese. They're both born in Taiwan. My dad is a local, and then my mom's side immigrated from Shanghai. Her mother was born in Shanghai, but immigrated to Taiwan. So I kind of view myself as Taiwanese American, if you know, to be specific.
Do you speak the language of Taiwan?
I don't. It's actually the local language is mostly Mandarin. So I speak a little Chinese, and there is actually it was Taiwan was controlled by the Japanese in the 1800s for a period of time, and so my grandmother speaks Japanese as well. But I speak a little Chinese and but mostly English now.
Ah, right on. So, but you grew up in Arizona, correct?
I was born in Tennessee of all places, and then I moved
Wow.
to Arizona when I was very young, at the age of 2. But I grew up in Phoenix for by all accounts.
Awesome. That's cool. That's one I hadn't heard of. What kind of kid were you? Were you like quiet, bookworm, class clown?
I definitely was not a class clown. I probably was most likely a bookworm. I'll tell this one story where my mom would drop me off at daycare. She was, a single parent, and would drop me off, and she would set me down and put one toy in front of me, and she'd come back, 8 hours later or 6 hours later, where the time frame was, and I would still be sitting in the same spot, with the same toy. And there's this kind of a Chinese word called guai. It's like hao guai. It's like very obedient, or kind of calm and follows the rules. I was definitely that as a young child. So I probably most closely identify to the bookworm. But my sisters encouraged me to branch out, and I joined clubs and competed in sports as well, in high school.
Oh, you played sports. What did you play?
I was best at track and field, and then I played basketball in high school, but I wasn't very good.
Okay, what was your event in track?
I was best at long jump, but actually I did some javelin. I was a decathlete as well. What I realized is that I had like reached my plateau athletically. But if track is one of those things where if you just put in more work, you get slightly better.
Mhm.
And so I decided to get maybe average to above average at all of the different events. And so decathlon ended up being my best overall event.
Nice. Okay. So can you tell us, what did 12-year-old Eric want to be when he grew up? And is he pleased today?
Is he pleased? That's a tricky question. I really wanted to be a scientist when I was younger. I was really curious about all things science and math when I was young, and my older sister had skipped a couple grades, which I think was probably net negative in the long run. But I really got ahead in math and science in grade school, and actually went to high school part time when I was in grade school for math and science. But is he pleased? Uh, Maybe I'll create some natural tension here. I think he'd be impressed by my professional progress, but very disappointed by my personal progress. And so
Oh
there's been some
man.
compromises along the way, and yeah, I think he would be impressed by what I've accomplished, and then fairly disappointed about my life outside of work.